Now, let me ask you guys a serious and important question. If you had one of the most traumatic experiences that anyone could ever experience, and so much so, your family's telling people that you're a recluse now, you got survivor's guilt, and you're just gaming all day, would you go back to doing the exact same shit that probably led to the situation you was in to begin with? I'm thejbgunner. This is crime time. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
Nah, I was going to wait till Monday. I didn't have any, there's no real new updates on this case. Let's call it what it is. You got other YouTubers out there just making shit up as they go. You know what I mean? Well, I heard that somebody hated Kaylee's dog and they ate ramen noodles together and whatever the fuck these people say, right? Anyways, I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time. Now, before we get started, let me first and foremost say thank you to everybody that supports the channel, any of my channels, regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Truth is, guys, I couldn't do this each and every day as often as I do if it wasn't for you. Well, you and... Thank you, is what I'm saying. And if YouTube find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Show your boys some love. Support the channel today. Join the God Squad. Let's go ahead and get on into this. By the way, while you're down there, you guys can check out my other channels. If you're a liberal, I wouldn't advise you to go to my political channels or my live stream channels because we eat you motherfuckers up. Just keep your little abortion-having asses over here and watch the true crime channel and shit. But let's go ahead and the limp wristers, same thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this story because it's a story I think we need to discuss. Idaho murder victim's roommate, Dylan Mortensen, is seen in costume, dancing and partying with friends, just weeks after her family revealed that she suffered from survivor's guilt over her brush with accused killer Brian Kohlberger. Now, I saw that this story released this weekend, and I also saw that people were like, hey, it's the holiday season. Why wouldn't she be partying? That's because you people are fucking dumb. You people are fucking dumb. It wasn't holiday season. It was September 15th when those pictures were taken. But you people don't look into anything. You don't really care. You're just like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Of course she's going to get jiggy with it. On September 15th, she's going to get jiggy with it. Now, I have to admit that it looks better that it's September 15th than it does if it was like right now in November. Because it's currently November 26, 2023, and the truth of this is that this is the 1 year anniversary of the attacks. I actually would feel worse about her doing this. Now, here's the thing. Do I think that Dylan Mortensen shouldn't be able to party and live her life and have fun and continue life? Of course I don't think that, right? But what I do know is that people continuously tell us that witness number one and witnesses in general are in danger. That's why it took so long for certain discoveries to exist, because they keep telling us that the witnesses to the case are in danger. Then we had the weird statement from her family that said that she was suffering from guilt and she couldn't do anything and she just pretty much stayed to herself and played video games. Let me tell you something. There's nothing about this image right here that shows any of the things that anyone's talking about. This looks like the exact same Dylan Mortensen, just a little bit hotter, actually. She got a year older. All you people that thought Dylan Mortensen was a tranny, are you saying it now, motherfuckers? I told you she was fuckable as fuck. Just look at her. That's a bad chick. See, girl. Anyways, the point is that I'm trying to make is that ultimately, she's went back to living the exact same lifestyle she was living in. And the question really has to be is, did she ever quit? But let's get to the story. Dylan Mortensen, age 21, was one of the two people to survive this November 13th, 2020. And by the way, let me make something clear to you, and I don't care what any of you say. Those 4 kids are dead because they were partying college kids. That's the reality. Let me just explain this. That is a home that many people went in and out of. You got hot chicks partying and shit. If that would have been a bunch of fat ass nerds, they would still be alive. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Now, I understand you may be saying, how is that the sword, JB? Well, because here's the truth. Let's call it what it is. We've all been in college and we've all been partying youths. We're not doing things right when we're in that level. We're doing drugs, drinking, premarital sex, fucking everybody. You know I'm telling the truth. Do these look like innocent children to you? No. Now, you may say, hey, partying doesn't mean you deserve to be killed. No, it does not, but it's risque. It is risky. There's a reason I drink at home alone. It's because I'm a grown man and I'm smart enough to know that my activities, my interactions, my hanging out with a bunch of people will either cause me or them to be harmed. I'm a very violent person and I don't play well with others. I've recognized that because I drink so much, the safest way for me to drink and party and hang out is to be at home. That way, anyone that gets hurt is because you came to my house uninvited. If you knock on that door, you're probably getting hurt uninvited. You're probably getting hurt because I didn't invite you. There's signs all over my property. I will fuck a motherfucker up. I don't want company. I don't ask for company. And even when I fuck hoes, I typically don't bring them here. That's what hotels are. That's why you take a hoe to a hotel. Anyways, when we're talking about this, all right? When you live this type of lifestyle, and I know that you partiers are going to disagree with me. I know that you whores and sluts are going to disagree with me. But when you live a lifestyle such as this, then you open yourself up to, unfortunately, actions from the horrible people that live in this world. It's just the truth. As a 43-year-old man, I can tell you right now that people are inherently bad. Don't listen to people like from the dude from the UK that tells you that everybody, that he acts as if people are inherently good and that YouTubers are covering this case because they care about the victims and blah, 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 blah. If that was the case, then why wouldn't you cover the other cases that don't get clicks? Serious question. If you were somehow on a moral high ground above people like me, then why is it that I cover stories that don't get clips on plenty of channels, but you will refuse, with the exception of the Nicola Bully case in the last couple of days, you refuse to cover any case other than the Idaho 4, and you've even stated why. Because you have said that the clicks itself tells you that no one wants to hear about the case. So that's the reason you don't cover them other cases, is because they don't get the clicks as the Idaho 4. So you're a hypocrite when you sit here and say, us YouTubers do care. And it's not just about clicks. Sure it is. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. I don't give two fucks about Dylan Mortensen. I don't give two fucks about Kaylee Gukalvez. I don't give two fucks. I'm interested in the case like I'm interested in any other form of entertainment I see in front of my face. Any other news story. And this one a lot more. I cover real news like World War and geopolitics and things like this. Four college kids getting off in a party house is not a big deal on the grand scheme of things. And you guys know I'm telling the truth. When you're looking at inflation and everything like that, you think in real life. And I want you to understand, this YouTuber said that this keeps him up at night. Brother, we got $5 milk, and this keeps you up at night? Are you out of your fucking mind? I don't know this broad. I don't know these broads, and you don't either. And you don't care about them, and I know you don't because you don't only do stories about the ones that everybody else cares about. And I get it. That doesn't make you a bad person. I understand you're a YouTuber, you're a newsman. You cover what gets clicks, you cover what gets views. You cover what's important to you. But this weird thing as if Ethan Chapin is keeping me up at night. I don't know what to do about Kernodle. Stop it. Stop it. You're lying. You're lying. Just like Dylan Mortensen's lying. Mortensen's father, Brent, told author J. Rubin. Oh, okay. Dylan Mortensen was one of the two people. We already know this. Mortensen's father, Brent, told author J. Rubin Appleman in September she was isolating herself. Yeah, we can tell. Her stepmother earlier this month said she had survivor's guilt. These were posted, and so this is mid-September. This is October, I believe. Let me just say this. She's already got more pictures out in public with friends than I do for the whole year. Already. In all of 2023, she's got more than me. Do you know why? Because some of us actually do isolate ourselves. That's why we know when shit is bullshit. That's why we know when shit is bullshit. Let's continue. One of the two Idaho students who survived the massacre at their shared house is emerging from her self-imposed isolation. Well, she wasn't. We'll get to that. New photos show a year after the attack. It is actually less than that. Dylan Mortensen has been racked with survivor's guilt, according to her stepmother, and turned into a recluse, staying at home and playing video games, according to the father. Does this look like she's staying at home and playing video games, man? That she looks like the exact Dylan Mortensen from a year ago. And by the way, I have no problem with that. Get out there, girl, party, suck some dick. Who cares? It's your business. But I can tell you're clearly not in danger. That's what I know. But newly emerged photos show her at a sorority initiation on September 15th with her University of Idaho friends. And at an October, so more sorority shit, huh? And at an October 31st Halloween party, dressed in a gold sparkly outfit, of course. Got to party, gotta get some trick or treating in. Trick or treating in. Patricia Monroe, Mortensen's stepmother, said earlier this month that she had dropped out of University of Idaho, or just earlier this month, and switched schools, so it was not clear whether she was back to visit or she was still in the same college. So this is her at the University of Idaho, man. Come on, man. Look at the pictures. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. She got the same. She always got that same goddamn goofy look. She does got them weird duck lips. Mortensen has found her life turned upside down since the murder of her 4 roommates in November 2022. We already know all the story of how it happened, who it happened. Morton said she saw a man leaving the house in Moscow, Idaho in the early hours, but did not realize until hours later that the roommates had been murdered. It's because she's partying and drunk and fucked up all the time. I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Look, and I'm not saying she shouldn't be doing this, but let me ask you a question. If you had went through such a tragic situation and the killer's not caught yet, and I know what you're saying, but Brian Kohlberger's a suspect. That doesn't mean anything. Someone that's a suspect doesn't mean anything. There is nobody convicted yet for the murders of you and your friends. That means technically the killer is still out there. until someone is convicted of the killings. Bro, I don't know about this, man. I know I ain't about to be like this. I know I wouldn't, and nor would I go back to the same goddamn university. She said she saw the dude leaving the house. And this is one of those things that you know, you got to remember, she took hours to call. Maybe because she was busy partying like this. So maybe, just maybe, if you're being criticized nationally, worldwide, for maybe being too drunk and too fucked up to wake up and notice that all your fucking homies got killed, maybe you should probably not do the goddamn shit anymore. What's going to happen when these hoes get killed? You're going to sleep in that day too? Nah, let's be honest, you're just going to cover it up and get rid of the drugs like last time. Yeah, I said it. Brian Kohlberger, we already know all this bullshit. Anyway, Mortensen left Moscow earlier this year, but why is she back? Said Monroe, Mortensen's stepmother. Monroe was married to Mortensen's father, Brent, and helped raise Dylan from the age of 7 until her graduation from high school. She told the New York Post she remained close to the family, and Mortensen was okay. Monroe said, there's a lot of guilt because, you know, if someone says, and remember when this happened, I told you guys, no, this is just what the parents are making up. They're saying what everybody in the public would expect someone to say. She's got survivor's guilt, she said, and blah, blah, blah. I knew it from day one that wasn't the case. And that's why we're here right now. She said, oh, well, Dylan was so lucky, you know, you don't want to take that luck because all the children deserve luck. They all deserve to be spared from that. I don't disagree. Dillinson told police that she stole in frozen shock phase, of course. She then locked herself. She saw him leave out the sliding glass door, then locked herself in her room and did not emerge till the next morning. They did not call police until noon the next day, which has given rise to online trolls attacking. So that's what you think I am? You think I'm an online troll instead of a 43-year-old motherfucker with 3 degrees analyzing this case, saying there's something wrong with this? And I've noticed that about a lot of you guys. You think that anyone that disagrees with you or disagrees with me is a troll. Bro, I'm more educated than all of you almost. That's reality. If anybody's the troll, it's you. That's real life. That's the truth. Anyways, you never really think about online backlash and trolls until you deal with it. And it's just a hurtful thing. People have the right to question this shit. I challenge anyone to be in a position where they wake up to 4 of their roommates gone and, you know, not even realizing. I've been in positions almost to that exact same thing. Not that exact same thing and not a murder. But let's just say I've been in situations pretty much fucked up just like that. Without the violent murder. And I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I understand you can overlook some shit. But the reality of this is that if it's proven that they were texting, that Bethany and Dylan was texting, then that's going to be a problem. But you're also telling me that she never went to the bathroom at all on a Saturday night. People have to understand these children are very young. That has nothing to do with seeing. I know 6-year-olds that dial 911. You know, they're just young kids, and it's really a traumatizing thing. I think that people need to have compassion. Let me tell you something, and this is the honest God truth. I don't have compassion for IDAHO. Man, I ain't got no compassion for none of these duck-faced motherfuckers. I don't, and that's the truth. Humans are horrible fucking creatures. I don't have compassion for nobody. None of this shit. She is not above reproach. at all. None of these females are. None of these dudes are. Every last one of them. Like, I don't understand why they can't be criticized. What the fuck is she kissing at? Women do that weird, you're taking a picture? You guys are fucking weird creatures. Weird fucking creatures. Let's get back. Is that a tit or is that a fat piece or what the fuck is that? Oh, you got an oddly shaped. That's the oddest shaped tit I've ever seen in my life. Hold on, man. Or it's just a bunch of. How do you got rolls and then a real skinny tit? You see what I'm saying? Rolls, like her tit doesn't match her body. There's a lot of thickness there. A lot of like just take a look. I know you see it. And I'm talking about the chick in the gray. Look at this. Your side looks like a great white shark with gills and shit. And then you got just this one little off-shaped tit and nipple all the way to the left right here. Whatever, man. I don't know if y'all got to see that. All right, I noticed the craziest shit. But yeah, why is she always, what is with this broad? Why is she always looking off at something? She never looks at the camera. You ever notice this about her? She's always got that, and she's looking off at the, I don't like Dylan. I don't like Dylan at all. There needs to be space and time for all the details to come out in trial. Mortensen's father, Brent, told author and private investigator J. Reuben Appleman that she was isolating herself and playing video games to deal with the stress. She don't look isolation. In the beginning, weeks after the homicide, she was basically dogpiled on social media. You mean criticized, and that's something that, like I said, I hope all you motherfuckers talk about me. I don't give a shit. All you're doing is promoting me. I don't give a fuck what any of you goddamn YouTubers or commenters think about me. Dogpiling, there's no such thing, man. This is the internet. I can turn this motherfucker off. Come dogpile me in my house and see what happens. I can turn this shit off. I hate that. When someone's getting criticized, it's not dogpiling. It's just not. This was part of the trauma that she experienced. She seems to be getting over it pretty nicely. Dylan herself has retreated from the public eye. Very few people see her. A lot more people didn't see me. She is in trauma therapy of sorts. She's getting help from the spiritual community. Oh, is she? Is this God's people? Is this God's people? Come on, dog. Come on. She's getting spiritual help from the religious leaders. Come on. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Oh, you can't make this shit up. Isolating herself, but she is stepping out a little bit at a time. She's gaming online with peers in gaming session. She's doing what she can without going into public. She's going to Halloween parties. It's been 25 years since I've been to a Halloween party. She's not going out in public except for to parties and to fraternities and to, you know what I'm saying? The same shit that got her friends killed. Don't dogpile, Jamie. Don't dogpile. I'm catpiling. Look, man. This is too long of a video for this dumb shit. All I'm going to say is to all of us people that think that she looks questionable, what's happened is y'all's lies, that she was a recluse playing nothing but video games, dealing with survivor's guilt with a bunch of religious people. You're lying. Not that I care. I get it. Some people stay up all night. This keeps me up at night with the meat and potatoes. No, you are. You're good people. You're good people. Anyway, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. Let me know what you think. I haven't been to bed yet. I've been so stressed. People think us YouTubers don't care, man. I'm about to play this goddamn game. All right? I love you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you like my channel, you like what I do here, you want to support channel, hit the links down below. Join the Gun Squad today. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.